Historically speaking, Guru Rinpoche is considered as the second Buddha. Buddha himself prophesied that 8 or 12 years after his parinirvana, one would be born who was even greater than himself and would spread the highest teachings of the secret mantra Vajrayana. So accordingly, Guru Rinpoche was born. It is said that the greatness of the Buddha Shakyamuni is unlike that of any other Buddha. No Buddha could actually face the challenges of this age of decadence and corruption, where beings are immersed in intense suffering and negative emotions. It was through his tremendous courage and compassion that he decided to completely embrace this turbulent and degenerate world and teach and liberate beings of this age. It is said that before his enlightenment, he made 500 mighty aspiration prayers for the benefit of all sentient beings. With your great compassion, you embraced this turbulent and degenerate world and made 500 mighty aspirations. And you are as exalted as the white lotus. Whoever hears your name shall never return to samsara. Most compassionate teacher, to you I pay homage. It is said there's no one more powerful than Guru Rinpoche to help the beings of this degenerate age. For he embodies all the transformative power and blessing of all the Buddhas for this Kali Yuga, this age of degeneration. Therefore, Guru Rinpoche is particularly powerful in this day and age when negative emotions grow even stronger, confusion is ever greater than before. So he is really the Buddha of our time. The amazing thing about the life of Guru Rinpoche is that he defies all concepts and chronology. He is said to have been born in the northwest land of Udayana soon after the parinirvana of the Buddha in the 5th or the 6th century BC. And Guru Rinpoche continued to live on until the 9th century when he finally left Tibet. So his lifespan, more than 1,000 years, and there isn't even any record of his death. Guru Rinpoche is timeless, and he lives in the pure land of Sangdokpari, the Copper-Kala mountain of glory. But most important of all, he lives in the hearts and the minds of millions of beings throughout the many centuries. His inspiration endures and pervades in the heart and minds of all his disciples. His life was so extraordinary that he has so many marvelous manifestations that you could almost say he's more than one person. In the practice of Sambandhundama, which we translate in English, is called the spontaneous fulfillment of all wishes, there are actually 13 manifestations of Guru Rinpoche for all occasions, such as against war, against illness, against famine and deprivation, for the transmission of Dharma treasures, for protection while journeying through difficult terrains, and also for protection against wild animals, against the disruption in the elements, against robbery, against assailants, for the moment of death, for the pardo, and against mental suffering, which is embodied in the manifestation of Guru Deva Chenpo, the Guru Rinpoche Great Bliss, and against suffering in the world at large. Just as a mirror reflects whatever appears in front of it, So the compassion of the Buddhas is that their teachings appear according to the needs of various beings. In the same way, Guru Rinpoche's different manifestations does not mean there are different Guru Rinpoches, but rather reflect his compassion, his power, his ability to appear and manifest according to the various needs of beings. Each manifestation demonstrates a different principle that unveils an enlightened quality. We can say, just as Buddha Shakyamuni embodies the Buddha principle, Guru Rinpoche too, in the same manner, embodies the Guru principle. Guru Rinpoche is also known as Padmasambhava, or Padmakara in Sanskrit, in Tibetan Pemanjune, which means the lotus born, referred to his birth from a lotus in the land of Uddiyana. I remember how my master Chebje Dujumbashi used to describe that at the beginning of this Kali Yuga, this age of degeneration, the Buddha saw how beings were more and more consumed by destructive emotions and destructive views and proliferation of negative actions. Dujumbashi used to say, seeing this dire situation, all the Buddhas gathered together in an emergency meeting. Of course, when Buddhas meet together, they don't have to actually come into one room to meet. They meet and communicate directly, mind to mind. Since human beings belong to the lotus family of the Buddhas, the Padma family, so all the Buddhas look to Buddha Amitabha, who is the primordial Buddha of the lotus family of the Buddhas, recognizing that it was Amitabha's calling to liberate human beings in this degenerate age. All the Buddhas direct their blessing into him. Amitabha, now imbued with the blessing of all the Buddhas and moved by the compassion for all the suffering of sentient beings, he sent out a tremendous rays of light, the blessing of all the Buddhas from his heart, in the form of a golden vajra marked with silver Shri. Shri then transcended into a multicolored lotus blossom on an island in the lake of Dhanakosha. And this then transformed into an exquisitely beautiful 8-year-old child, endowed with all the major and minor marks of a perfection of a Buddha. Guru Rinpoche was born, it is said, in the year of either earth monkey or the wood monkey, at sunrise on the 10th day of the waxing moon in the monkey month. When Guru Rinpoche was questioned about his parents, his family line, his name and country, his sustenance, what he was doing here, he replied, Panirangri Kunduzan. My father is the pure awareness of Rigpa Samandabhadra. Manuchin Kunzumo, my mother, the space of all things, Samandabhadri. Rigni Ingri Nisme, my line, the indivisibility of awareness and space. Ming Pemanju Nepal, my name, the glorious lotus born. Yulnu Chin Shevame, my homeland, the unbound Dharma Dhatu. Sen Ninon Topasa, my sustenance is consuming dualistic thoughts. My destiny is to accomplish the actions of all the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. For me personally, Guru Rinpoche is none other than the embodiment of compassion and blessing of all the Buddhas. This is when we invoke Guru Rinpoche from the depth of our heart. It connects immediately and directly with the wisdom and compassion and the power of all the Buddhas. One of my favorite prayers from the Guru Yoga, from the Longchen Nyingtik preliminaries, it says, Jitsun Guru Rinpoche, Chen Song Jie Tam Chechi, Tuji Shila Ndupi Pa, Senchen Yong Jingan Jip, Luton Longshe Lo Nyin Chung, Tuba Mepa, Chelam, Dene Shanchu Maso Pa, Shidu Le Nyin, Jitsun Chenbu Penjun Che, Jitsun Guru Rinpoche, Chen Song Jie Tam Chechi, Tuji Shila Ndupi Pa, Senchen Yong Jingan Jip, Luton Longshe Lo Nyin Chung, Duba meba chelam bundne shonju mado. Shidu lenyen toming. Jitsun chenbo penjung jumbo humbazang kumasu. Ongurumbuchi, precious one. You are the embodiment of compassion and blessing of all the Buddhas. The only protector beings. My body, my possession, my heart and soul. Without hesitation, I surrender to you. I offer to you. From now until I attain enlightenment, in happiness or sorrow, in circumstances good or bad, situation high or low, I rely on you completely, O Pema June. You know me. You care for me.